little while. Okay, killer saber-tooth tigers. Yeah, we need to go ahead and kill them. Alrighty then. LN, what's going on? Hey, Gravestone, what's up? Let me charge my sword. These saber-tooth tigers were giving me the blues yesterday, and I just got tired of messing with them. I don't want to spend that. Spend a couple of these. Actually, I probably want to save some of these. Save those for the end, just in case I need them. Get her to train.
Still here.
Too. How do you go back to human after getting the vampire disease? There's a quest for it. I don't know exactly when you can unlock that quest, but there's a quest for it. I know it's in Mythal, or I think it's in Mythal. City Mythal, or town, or whatever you want to call it. Pretty sure you go there, and there's a priest you have to talk to. Well, he's like a mage, priest, something. But exactly when you can go talk to him about that, I think it's towards like the end of the Dawnguard DLC. I think. If there's another way, I don't know. Wasn't gonna stream. I've been running around all day, but then I was like, I feel like playing, so might as well stream a little bit, at least some. I got pretty good news today. So. What the fuck? I'm right here. Right here. That didn't work. Are both of them coming again? That's pretty stout to throw two snowy saber cats at you. Those assholes one-shot you at this point in the game. Later on, maybe it's not quite so bad, but right now, they will one-shot you. Hell, they were knocking Lulan out. That's kind of hard to do. These wenches are pretty stout.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh. You don't want to be a vampire. Why not? You get to have sexy bloodsucker time with what's her face? With Serana. That's worth being a vampire. I'm just saying.
Can I help you? I suppose I can help. You lead. I'll follow.
Custom winch outfit to avoid radiant prostitution. I don't even know what that means. Just saying. Shit. To avoid radiant prostitution. Oh, shit. Alright, that's... Honestly, those saber cats. I don't know, the boss at the end of this dungeon, he's kind of annoying, but everything else here ought to be alright. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. Damn, Vaughn. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to me, I guess. Awesome. You know what, you guys? You know what you just helped pay for, Vaughn? Can I just go ahead and share this because I have to tell somebody? You want to know what you just? Not just the coffee fund, but you just helped put sound in my car. I mean, big sound. I mean, the kind of sound that when I'm drive next to you, I push your car off the road with my sick, filthy bass. That kind of sound in my, well, it's not quite that bad. Well, it's close, actually. That's what you're helping with. Just so you know. In fact, they're actually doing that as we speak. Of course, that means I don't have a vehicle right now. That's the downside. Oh, nice. Take all of that. Watch that hammer, girl. I can't leave. Might as exactly. Might as well stream. It's either this or watch some basketball that I don't really want to watch. Watch the Rockets beat up on a Clippers team that doesn't have any starters. You know, I can. Yeah. Also was down in Galveston most of the day. We found a place. Yay, we found one. Whether they accept our offer or not, I don't know, but I've got kind of a solid bottom line, and I said, I told the agent, I said, offer them this. They can counter if they want, then you offer them this straight across the board, straight up. And if they don't take it, find someplace else. I guess it's a fair offer. In fact, it's we basically took all the surrounding properties in that area. There was one which was priced about $35,000 less, which sounds big, but it probably needed 10 or 15 grand worth of work. I don't know how much interior refurbishing and stuff, what all that exactly costs, right? But to essentially get it to the same shape this other place was in would have probably cost a bit. So it would have kind of, you know, closed the gap a little bit. Plus, that's a fixer-upper, and plus that's time and money and drama out of your life, getting your place into shape, you know, just so you can move in type of thing, right? So there's that. But I took that and then I said, okay, well, how much would I have to put into that? That's what I'm thinking. And I'm talking with my agent. I'm like, how much would I have to put into that to get it into the reasonable shape or the same shape as this place, which was in really good shape, right? But I thought they were a bit high. Like the average was kind of right here in that area. This one was a bit low, but it would take some money to bring it up, you know? And then this one was in really good shape, but it was a little bit high. And I said, okay, what's in the middle? And then I said, well, what did they originally list this as? Right? And then it's been on the market for like over 3 months, almost 4 months. So they don't have buyers just scrambling over each other to buy it. I don't really understand why not. But it's been there for a while and it's already dropped once. Well, they dropped it 10 grand. And I said, okay, so if it cost me this much to bring this property over here up to just a little under the average property price for this place, and this price is about 10 grand over, then right in the middle is probably what they were going to drop the price of this place if this sits on the market for another month anyway, right? That's what I'm thinking. So I can get what I consider a fair, decent, even good deal right here, right? And offer an amount that doesn't make me sound like I'm being insulting or cheap, but it's a fair offer. And it's reasonable, and it's the average between all the properties around it. And I said, if you present it that way, I wouldn't be surprised if they just take it without even a counter. I mean, I guess most real estate agents are going to, you know, that are representing the seller, they're going to try to counter or make some kind of bluff or whatever. And I'm like, basically, I asked my agent, I said, is this realistic? You know, he said, yeah, that's actually the number that I would probably throw out there myself, you know. And I don't see, yeah, I mean, the seller can get insulted and say, how dare they offer me some paltry sum like that? Tell them to piss off. You know, they could if they want to, which I don't want them to do that. Obviously, I'm interested in the property. On the same token, I think paying the average median price for properties in that area, which the other one with some fixing up would still be cheaper, and it's actually a little bigger. And it's a 2-story, with a little more size and just a little more yard. But this place, it's, guy, I just got to tell you, it's okay. This is what it's like. If you can picture this, you come in the front door, and there's like a little broom closet or cleaning closet or coat closet, whatever you want to call it. And then the master bedroom's like right here on the right. Like literally as you walk in the door of master bedroom, and there's like this kind of wall with a couple banisters on it, and like you could hang like wreaths or Christmas decorations or Thanksgiving stuff or seasonal stuff or whatever. But it's like just a little divider kinda. And then you have essentially the living/dining area right here. And then there's some doors, and they've got the double reinforced storm glass on them. They're like stormproof windows in the doors. And in between the glass, they've got these cool little shutters that you can pull up and down inside the glass. It's like you don't have to dust them. If your dog puts his paws all up on the glass and shit, he's not gonna fuck your shades up and stuff, right? They're cool. And plus you can open them and close them while they're inside the glass. They're neat, right? And they fit the place. And then, so it's got doors there, and then just behind that is the kitchen and a hallway, and then off to either side of the hallway at the end there's like a full bath, and then a bedroom separate, and then off here there's like another bedroom, guest bedroom, and then behind that is like the garage, and then the yard comes off the side of the back right bedroom and curls up around the side of the house and comes in through those side doors over here for the living area. So you got 2 ways to get to your yard. So it's almost like you have 2 yards. Like this place isn't that big, but it's deceptively big. Like you look at it and you say, oh, that's a nice size apartment, I guess. And then when you start looking around, all of a sudden you got all this, it seems like just all this space. It's just this really cool 1-story floor plan. And you know, you got privacy too, like the master bedrooms here, guest bedrooms are literally on the opposite end. Like that. So if you have guests or something, they got their space and you got yours. They got their bathroom, you have yours. And that's just like somebody went in when they designed it, they thought of everything you might want and took advantage of every square inch. It's a tiny house design in a normal size condo. It's what it is. That's just, it's got that kind of thinking behind it. And it's got, what do you call those, moonlights or sunlights or whatever? Or skylight anyway? It's got one of those, and it's not really a cathedral roof in the main living area. It's kind of a shallow V. It's a high ceiling. Probably at its peak, it's probably 10 feet, I guess. Maybe 12 feet. instead of 8 or 9. It goes up a bit. So it gives it a feeling of space, even though there's really not. It just gives it the illusion of space. And on one side of it is a skylight, and then in the dead center of the hall that goes down to the bedrooms, there's another skylight in that hallway. And then on the side little patio thing, there's like this overhang with some kind of like a mask, a net type of thing over it, you know, just to kind of filter the light type of thing. You could probably put skylights in that, domes on that, or you put anything you want on that. It's basically just like a wood rack, essentially, that goes over the top of that. And place to barbecue or set your dog house or just whatever, you know, just whatever. But it's I tell you, it was just as simple. Like we had other properties lined up because, you know, it's an hour and a half drive down to Galveston. You don't waste your day with just you look at everything you can see while you're down there, make your choice. And I said, we don't have to look no farther. If we can't have this, then we'll have to start from scratch. That's fine. But I'm assuming we can get this. Nobody's scrambling to buy this. I'm sure they'd be interested in a buyer and they'd be willing to work with us. This is it. We just made sure there was no structural problems, no bullshit. And the area around it it's clean, like there's a street sweeper that comes through there 3 times a day. Like and for being like a block and a half off the beach, where the only thing that keeps you from actually seeing the water from your house is the seawall. It kind of goes up. There's the main road that goes along the seawall, kind of goes up, so it blocks your view of the water. Other than that, you'd see the beach from that place, literally, right there, just standing out front. That's how close it is. It is pretty inside. It's cool, and it's you think, well, in its simplicity, but it's not really all that simple. And nothing's small. Nothing's cramped. Everything's separated, and everything's, like I said, it's deceptively big for a place that's not all that big. I don't remember what the square footage on the place was, but it's not that much. I don't even think it's 2,000 square feet. Honestly, I don't even know if it's 1,500 square feet. Maybe including the yard, maybe, or something. You know, maybe even a little less than that. I'm not. I'd have to actually go look at the stats on that thing. But it's just it gives you that feeling of roomy. It's not cramped. It's open. Like I say, just that simple vault in the ceiling, just the little things, just the skylight in the middle of the hallway. It feels open, yet everything's private. Everything's sectioned off the way it should be. And the closets, get this, and I'm a huge fan of this. The closets aren't all deep, right? They aren't big squares, right? How wide or thick is a fucking shirt or a suit or a dress or whatever you're hanging up in your closet, right? How big is shoulder width? Your closet doesn't need to be 8 feet deep. Your shoulder width is like this. If you're hanging your stuff like that, it doesn't need to be forever. So instead of being 20 feet deep and taking up half your house, they're about shirt depth, so to speak, but they take up the whole fucking wall. So every room has like this wall closet with the the folding doors. Every room has that. Like both guest rooms and the master. Well, the master has more of a walk-in closet. You can actually walk into it. And it's, the shelves around the edge. Because I guess that's just supposed to be or whatever. That's literally the corner of the house. Might as well take up that space with that. Next to that is like the bathroom. But the 2 guest bedrooms have these nice wide closet areas where you have, suits and pants and shirts and then whatever you're putting, it takes advantages. Like I said, it's a tiny house concept in a normal house. Just taking advantage of everything. It's just really cool, man. Totally unique. And that's what drew me. I was like, this is unique. Just simply when you walk in, that little divider wall that's right there, that would let you set, like at Christmas time, this is what I'm thinking, like you could set, your little wreaths or little lights, right? Around the little banister type thing, maybe set your little snow globes and little manger scenes and whatever else you got along the ledge right there, and just make it homely. Set some pictures up or anything. And just have them, or some stained glass, hang some stained glass between the banisters or something. So when you walk in, you don't literally just directly see into the living room, but you've got kind of like an entryway, so to speak. All right, you can do anything you want. Just, I don't know, man. I can't say enough about it. I was like I said, I just knew like immediately. The only question was, is it sound? You know, have you had much water damage? It's 1975, and you'd swear the building wasn't even 1/10 that old. The way it's kept up outside, there's not a crack in a brick. I mean, it's like immaculate. The streets, the curbs, all the landscaping along the front, you know, which the property management maintains all that stuff. It's obviously been really well maintained for a long time. All the wooden fences between the yards are brand new, you know, or they look brand new. I don't know if they're brand new, but they look brand new. I mean, like really good shape, like impressively. And then right across the street, which just got repaved, I mean, it's brand new friggin' white. It's just shining like something you'd see in suburban California or something, right? On the shiny brand new street leading up to the beach, just on the other side is this like 3 or 4 story set of apartment/condos, and it's got its own little lake with this perfectly trim lawn leading down to the lake and a couple little piers where you can go and I mean, it's like not even a paint chip off the walls type of thing. Probably brand new, and if it's not brand new, it looks brand new. And it's big and it's nice. It's kind of like in a Victorian house style, the way they built it, but it's huge. It's this huge, tall, big apartment/condo type complex right next door, and it looks nice. And and when I went back to check the garages, all the garages are between 2 secure gates, right? And over half the garages were open, and there were people living there, but half the garages were open. All your neighbors don't leave their garages open in a bad neighborhood, right? Everybody had like the neighbors. Some guy's dog was just sitting out back, you know, just chilling, you know. I guess probably giving the dog a bath or something. I don't know, whatever. But I saw a lot of garages open with, you know, their tools and just whatever they got inside there, and nobody was worried about anybody stealing anything from anyone else. That was my immediate impression. And so I was like, okay. I can't ask no more than this, especially in a beach area, a resort type area, vacation type area. It comes in clusters. Like you got good, bad, and they can be like right next to each other. You can run through high, medium, low, medium, high, medium, low, medium income area, right? Or crime rate area every other block in places like that, you know? And so I felt really comfortable with that. I was like, and if this place is already, 40 years old, and it's been kept up like this, if it's that old and it looks that nice, then odds are it's not going anywhere for the next 10, 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? They're going to keep that. Unless some new management comes in and turns it into a slum. Other than that, you could just assume that it's you know, it's going to do its thing. I'm sure everyone there pays their monthly fees, you know, for, you know, upkeep of the place, and I'm sure everybody, you know, fulfills their obligations, and it's quiet and it's cool. So I was just totally happy about that. Yeah, well, on Galveston, unless you're wealthy, it's really not recommended to get a house on the beach, you know, the house on stilts, because your shit can and will get washed away every other year. I mean, when storms come into the Gulf, they tend to wipe out 3 or 4 states, starting with Galveston. Like, they'll take out Alabama, Louisiana, fucking all of Texas, and hell, they might even go west a little bit, you know, type of thing. You get that. So, you know, it's been taking the brunt of shit. I mean, we've had some record-setting storms hit Galveston, hit the Gulf in general. Ike actually flooded the entire island. Properties that can't flood, flooded. In fact, the first property I looked at had never seen water since 1975, except for during Ike, it saw 5 feet. 5 feet. You could see the line on the garage where the water had hit during Ike, and that was, 8 years ago or something? Like, that was a record kind of storm. It was a freak storm, too, because the water didn't basically come in off the Gulf over the seawall. It basically came from the backside, coming in and out of the bay between the island and the mainland. It was just some freaky shit. It was backwards. It's almost like the storm was in reverse, and it did some freak. But that same area had never seen water before that, and has never seen it since. Like this last storm that hit us, Harvey, which record rainfall, like set record amounts for like you know, we set world records with that bullshit, and it dumped record amounts of rain every day for like damn near a week. It was stupid. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw the commercials on like ESPN talking about Harvey disaster relief. They're still on ESPN. Still, now, like fucking 6 months later. Like, that shit was serious. Texas got the shit kicked out of it. We got drowned. I remember just down the street right here, going out onto the main road, they had a line of police cars that would not let you drive down this main highway that runs in front of my complex that I'm living in right now. Because about a quarter mile down for the next mile and a half was under about 14 feet of water above the street level. Like, it, you know, because the street went down and then it goes into kind of a bridge into a creek. That creek was flooded 8, 10, 12, 14 feet or some shit above the bridge, all the way forming the swimming pool that stretched all the way down past 2 different freeways in 2 opposite directions. Like, you're talking about 20, 30 miles and literally drowned everything in between. One neighborhood across the street literally is built like a swimming pool. Some of those houses were submerged past the roof line, like up to where you might see the chimney, maybe. That's it. I mean, it was bad. It was bad. Because there was just, eventually there was nowhere for the water to go, and it was still dumping record amounts of rain after everything was saturated. There wasn't any more reservoirs, there wasn't any more place for the water to flow to. Once it got full, then the storm kicked in like a normal storm, right? And dumped another record amount of rain on top of the record amount that had already dropped. It was bad. And the places in Galveston that would normally flood saw none of that. They actually didn't flood at all. But Ike, which was like 2 storms ago, I think. Oh, it flooded the shit out of it. Like I said, it kind of came in the back door. The odds of another storm hitting like that in the next 100 years or 200 years is almost none. The same odds as getting your quad aces beat by a royal flush, you know, at the World Series of Poker or something. 1 in a million type shit. Hit him.
Enjoy your last breath.
What's up with all these coward Draugr? Alright, well, while Lulan's off terrorizing that Draugr, I think I'm gonna break into this safe right here. But yeah, but a house like right on the beach, honestly, the upkeep, I mean, considering the amount of, it's basically like they're under a, it's kind of like they're under a sandblaster all day. So just keeping them maintained, that's going to cost you a fortune. And then property tax, of course, being on the beach, that being whatever it is, and whatever else on top of that. Then the cost of the place in the first place. And then the fact that on any given storm season, you could just lose all your shit. It could just literally be swept out to sea. One guy did that and the beach went with it. Like a certain amount of sand went with it, his house. He lost everything because they said the ocean had reclaimed his property. I'm serious. He lost all of his shit. It was actually a pretty sad story. But legally, apparently, somewhere in something he signed or something somewhere, the ocean had reclaimed his stuff, and so he lost everything. Like, that's so messed up. It's almost funny, not funny. But yeah, it's. I mean, if you just got money just to fuck off, I guess it's not a big deal. But I personally wouldn't get one on the beach. I'm using mostly visual mods, really. I'd say all my mods are visual mods, pretty much. I don't have much in the way of gameplay mods. I guess you could consider Immersive Wenches a gameplay mod, although that's just as visual as anything else. go do your thing. Oh shit, that's not good. This might be a stronger. It's like, bitch, I didn't give you permission to get up. Wow, I have never seen these. In here, they're all gold too. Holy crap, that's a lot of money. I'm fixing to make a lot of money off of that. Yeah, Harvey did to us a lot of what Katrina did to Louisiana. Although Katrina did us real bad also, but Harvey did that kind of shit, you know, like devastating entire areas that you basically just bulldoze that shit and start from scratch because, yeah, that's kind of how.
Come on. That's what I thought.
I can't believe all those gold ingots have always just been sitting right there. I'm pretty sure I've never seen those. I think I would remember something like that. That was... No, that's probably 2 points in blacksmithing, 3 or 4 points in enchanting, and about $2 grand in gold or something, you know? Man, I'm gonna be rich if and when I ever actually make it out of here, you know? If. That's a big if. Lulan is not very tanky right now. Which, I'm kind of glad because, I don't really like overpowered mods. They made her just basically like any other follower. Except she's a follower wench, which makes her awesome. Should you want me to make any decisions for you in an RPG? I'm not going to do that. I hate to say it, but that... Should I do this or should I do that? Like, if that little last tiny bit of aspect of fun and role-playing, if you want to take that out of your game too, well, I'm not going to be the one to take it from you, okay? I don't think anyone else should either, for that matter. Those are the types of questions, like, that I would personally never respect myself for asking regarding a game. Unless it's all about a you decide type of thing. If we're doing a stream like that or something, that's one thing. But playing a game, those are decisions that you impact your character. Who am I to tell you that? I don't know. Should you, if you feel like it, yes, no. Sure, maybe, absolutely, no. Absolutely not, probably. There's your answer. Sure, absolutely not, probably, That's my answer to that. Think about it, that's what you're playing the game for, man. Now, if you really want to know how a certain decision is going to, like, affect your character type of thing in a certain way or whatever, go look it up. I might do that. Like, I don't really care about this one way or another, but if I take this, do I get some kind of bonus? Or if I don't take it, do I not get a bonus type of thing? You know? But if it's a, please tell me the end of this story while I'm only in the second chapter. Please tell me what happens if I make this decision now and spoil it all for me. Don't do yourself like that. Just make your decision and live with it. Or go Google it and look up what happens and then decide for yourself. If you just have to know, you know? You Google it. Yeah, that's one of those things nobody should decide for anybody. My opinion. Definitely one of those things. Going.
Come on.
Man, get off it, bitch. I'm gonna sell those. Yeah, Rita was kind of insult to injury, wasn't it?
Oh no, you don't. That's what I thought. Over here.
Beat his ass. You gonna fight or not, bitch?
Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thanks.
Thanks. I should probably grab that right now, to be honest. Let's see. One more point in that. One more point in that, of course. And one more point in that. Wow. Okay. Gotcha. Well then. So I'll just have it. Okay. Here's the boss. If Lulan goes down really quick, I'm probably insta-dead because I think he can one-shot me at any given moment. But if I can get the rest of these assholes out of the way, perhaps. Well, we'll see how it goes. God damn it!
Try for me.
Got him. I don't need that. Go get him. Go get him, girl. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Well, that's just awesome. That's just lovely. That's when you flex, you go roar. Hear me roar. I is lion. Nice. Oh yeah. When you reach tier 2 badassfulness. I'll take all that valuable sexy loot right there. Apparently I've already read that. Character's all smoking and shit. All smoking. That's when you know you ate something that you shouldn't have, because your entire body is smoking. Yeah. Yeah, probably ate something you shouldn't have. It's never good when that happens. considering last night I couldn't kill those saber cats for shit. They were just destroying me, and then we come in today and just walk through this whole dungeon, which Corral Mill at least usually gives me a little bit of drama. We beat his ass, then all his brothers and his sisters, then beat his ass again, then raised him up from the dead and kicked his ass one more time. Go figure. So any of you guys know anything about like car sound systems? Speakers and amps and stuff? Oh, that's right. Hey, Joanne, what's up? Let's go give him the bad news. His vial is broken. Not broken, but broken. But do you guys know anything about car systems? Really? Nobody knows anything about sound system? Well, shit. Fine. Whatever. Be like that then. Ah. Love Windhelm weather. Nice and shitty year-round. It's so nasty out here. Even the lamps aren't giving off any light. Look at this. But you have coffee? That's all that really matters. I had coffee, but I finished it. No, I still have a sip. Now I don't have coffee anymore. Did you see that look of postpartum depression right there? Did you see that? That forlorn look of longing? So I like the output and I like the sound of these speakers. But I personally wasn't familiar with them, but I'm not up on top of what's big in the industry. You know, I mean, electronics, sound, audio, computers, all that. The next best thing comes out every other day. So it's like, how do you know, unless you're just in the middle of that shit all the time, or looking, you know, studying it, keeping track of it, like say online or something. How are you supposed to know what's the next big thing? The speakers they're putting in are Memphis, like Memphis, Tennessee.
Spare a coin. Talos rewards the generous.
Supposedly one of the top-of-line brands, I guess.
The divine smile on
That's why I was curious if any of you were familiar with that. And then I think the sub that they're putting in there, I think is it might be a Fosgate. It might be, but I don't think so. I think he said he's putting in something else that can. It's something I don't remember. I don't remember what he said. Something that's got a lot more drive. Maybe that's when he said it actually was a Fosgate. Maybe. I'm kind of trusting him on his judgment because he's not the type to screw you over. In fact, he's recommended less expensive things to more fit what I'm looking for, type of thing. Like he's not trying to like sell the most expensive. He's trying to sell what he figures is the best. And sometimes it is. Sometimes it's expensive, but then sometimes it's what he gets the best results out of. Like speakers that can take a lot more push. so to speak, right? And still maintain the same clarity as a lot of other speakers that may have, say, a little bit more bottom end, or they may have this, or they may have that. But these are almost, say, impossible to blow and have a lot more clarity at a lot higher amps or something. You know, I don't know. What type of car? A Scion
Watch the skies,
XB.
traveler.
05 Scion XB. The boxy one. The real boxy one. Which is my favorite. It is, by the way, like, when I saw that, I'm like, I have to have one of those. Because really, I think from what, like 03, 02, 03 to maybe 05 or 06, those are the only box models. And my particular model has a little bit of a shorter front end, so it's literally almost like a box. And it's really cool. I have dark windows and a yellow paint, which you think may look a little corny, but with dark rims and dark tint against the yellow, it actually looks pretty cool. And what I'm getting done now is I'm getting blue lights on the inside, under the floor, on the floorboards, and on the dome light, right? So it'll glow blue inside, and then I'm getting blue running lights on the bottom, the LEDs, you know. But he's not putting in the strips, you know, the strips, because they break. And my car sits so low, it sits like about that high off the ground. So rocks and just all that shit that tend to shatter those little LED strips, he's putting in like lamps, little mini lamps that essentially do the same thing. They have the same effect on the ground, but they're waterproof, and they last a lot longer, and they don't bust up as easy. So it should ideally, when you open the doors, there should be a blue glow that comes out from under the dash on the floorboards, front and back. And then, because inside it's essentially like a minivan. It's just a small van. It's front back seats, captain seats. So underneath the front seats, which will put that on the back floorboards, there should be a blue light shining down, and that'll fade in when the doors open with the dome lamp, and fade out after the door is closed. Kind of cool. Kind of a sci-fi effect. I was just thinking Mass Effect when I did it. I'm like, man, this is gonna be some Shepard type shit right here. You know those little lights that you could put in Shepard's armor in Mass Effect 2 and 3. That's what I'm thinking, right? Man, I'm gonna have like Shepard's N7 armor LED lights on my car. Yeah, I hear you. There's roads in Houston. Honestly, in Houston, here's the rule of thumb in Houston. The higher price neighborhood you're in, the worse the fucking streets are, right? If you got 500,000, million and a half homes, which by California's standards would be 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, $20 million homes, right? Cost of living's a lot lower here. Yeah, $500,000 home is like 13,000 square foot or something, you know, $1 million homes, depending on, like, the same house in two different places in Houston would obviously go up or down depending on where it's at, but maybe much lower than, say, other parts of the country. But still, just put yourself in the ritzy areas, right? Oh, the streets are undrivable. There's more fucking potholes than there are just flat ground. I mean, look, shit's just doing this, fucking throwing you all over your car. It's ridiculous. It's like these bitches can afford to put their car in the shop every other 3 or 4 days, right? The rest of us driving, like, delivery guy, you don't want to be a pizza delivery guy in, like, River Oaks here. You're gonna go through, like, 3 cars a year. It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. The Galleria area in Houston, which is ritzy, it's the shopping area, you know, it's where all the it's not exactly, what is that? It's not exactly like what is it? What is it in LA, Bel Air or whatever, that one street where if you have to ask the price on anything, then you can't afford it, you know that? You know what I'm talking about? It's not exactly that, but kind of close, you know? If you go into furniture store there, all the sofas have to be $6,000 or $7,000 above regular retail price. They just have to be, or else you don't feel they're worth buying. This type of bullshit. Yeah, no thanks. I'll just, I don't know, go to Walmart or something. Personally, fuck all that. Hydraulics are free. Your shit's just doing this down the road. It's like, dude, how much you pay for hydraulics? I didn't pay anything for these hydraulics. That's just the friggin' street. Right. Yeah, that type of thing. The road's so bad that your car's bouncing on all 4 tires. You're fucking swapping lanes and shit. You're bouncing so bad. Yeah, that... Damn near that bad. Rodeo Drive. There you go. Rodeo Drive. Right. So our Galleria area isn't it's not really that, you know. We don't have that celebrity type of shit here. But it's still it's the high priced area. You know, all the office buildings around there. This is our version of, you know, the hoity-toity type shit. And then, you know, not too far you have, you know, you have River Oaks, which is the Houston area where, you know, the servants' entrance has its own circular drive, as well as the main circular drive with the mandatory pillars at the front door. You know, those type of houses, right? You know, we have our share of those. We in Houston, like we parcel that shit out. Like there's tiers of pillared houses. Like you have the big fucking River Oaks pillared houses, then you have the slightly less just upper class, not the upper ridiculous crusty class, but just upper class. Champions area, which is normal pillared houses with just one circular drive, right? As well as a normal driveway. And then you have the upper middle upper class with just a circular drive and no regular driveway. And then when you get down to the less thans and the undesirables that just have a regular driveway and just a 2 or 3 car garage, then you're talking about middle to middle upper maybe. But we don't recognize those people, you know. This type of shit, right? Like there's degrees of snotty pillared housing in Houston. I'm serious. I mean, having been here for a while, I could almost name the areas where these kinds of houses exist, and they're literally just downscaled versions of each other. They like cookie cut and pasted the same design. They just made it fucking bigger, gave it a bigger lawn that costs more to maintain, and put some more driveways on it and a bigger garage, or 2 or 3. And that's upscale. But it's just the same house, it's just bigger. It's kind of funny. They're nice, they're beautiful. Obviously, I'm, you know, half speaking out of jealousy. Sure, I'd like to have one. Of course, I wouldn't want to pay the property tax on that thing. It'd be like buying a new house every month. It's ridiculous.
Is lavender an herb or a poison?
Alchemy is simple. Unless, of course, you were simple. Then, I can't help you. This here... It matches every description of the file that I've found in lore. But if it can't hold liquid, there's no way of knowing. How did you manage to damage it, then? This is what I get for not retrieving it myself. Figures.
This guy rewards you with 5 gold. You go through all that bullshit,
even if
5
you
gold.
wanted to. Either way, this is the end of it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm not quite in the mood to entertain guests. I trust you can show yourself out. Here's for your trouble.
I want to thank you for your help. I know my master can be a bit short at times.
You only gave me 5 septums.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Even though the file was damaged, I still think your efforts deserve reward. Now, if you'll pardon me, I'm going to tend to Norellian. I can make his final days a bit less painful.
This is a great place to go if you have one of those, like, burglary quests from the Thieves Guild, because some of those potions behind his counter there are worth damn near enough gold to complete your quest each, you know? Especially if you got one that wants you to loot 500 gold worth of stuff in the city, and a burglary one where you get certain items. Then usually you can just grab the items from the burglary thing and they're worth enough to satisfy the other one too. That's kind of a good deal. Okay. Have we even gone up there yet on this character? We haven't even made... Wait, have we? Yeah, we have. Or have we? Yeah, we've been up. Okay, I was about to say, did we even go to High Hrothgar yet? Yeah, we did. Okay, I need these gauntlets right here. Right now. Yeah, I need these right now. The two-handed gauntlets. Gauntlets of more ass-kicking with a two-handed weapon. That's what they're called, too. Gauntlets of kicking more ass with a two-handed weapon. Pretty sure that's the that's the name. That's the title of these gauntlets. Something like that. You know, that's one thing we're missing around here in Houston is lowriders. I can't think of the last time I saw one. A good one. You know, one that's just completely decked out. Nice paint. Heavy pearl flake and all that. I haven't seen, you know, candy apple red cherry paint job. I hadn't seen one in forever. I can't honestly remember the last time I saw one. Some of those dudes take some pride in their rides, man. I mean, they're nice. I guess they just save them for show cars now or something. I guess. I don't know. You just don't see them. Not here. At least, not anywhere that I go. Now in California, shit, every other car was scraping the asphalt. Every car's muffler was shaped like this. This shit been grinding on the ground, right? Every other car.
I'll be glad when this beast gone from here.
Dude, I'm tired of watching you play Skyrim. All you do is pick flowers. Shut up. That's what heroes do. Pick flowers and catch butterflies and shit. Apparently.
Thought I heard something.
Weren't expecting that, were you? You're ready to die today, huh?
Enjoy your last
Just a scratch.
His ass then. God damn it. Hey, get off my dick! Bitch.
I can stab you in the back.
Sneaky sneak is sneaky. So what are you guys doing for holidays and stuff?
Who's there? Rodolphe? That you? Boss was looking for you. Said he'd be up at the summit. Better not keep him waiting.
Oh no, you That was your decision.
I'm still getting my 9 gold, bitch. One way or another. That 9 gold is mine. Yeah, the grandkids. Oh, nice. That's really all that really matters, right? And then it's just kind of whatever from there. I hear you. Buddy of mine is frying turkeys tomorrow night. Deep frying turkeys, and if you've never had that, that shit is amazing. It's not it's not the thick, heavy, make your stomach queasy, fattening kind of fried. It's a light oil fry, where it seems like most of it essentially leaves the turkey, but it's like seasoned oil, kinda, or you put something inside the turkey, and then when the oil gets in there, it like permeates the meat with whatever that seasoning is. Maybe it's like an injection type thing. However it works, whatever. Just drop that shit in there slowly too, or else it'll actually explode. It's actually dangerous. More people burn their house down during the holidays in Texas frying turkeys than probably Christmas lights, animal accidents, knocking over trees, and fireplaces all put together. It's literally frying turkeys. But dude, it's awesome, man. It's like it cooks them through like perfectly. If you cook them right, you know, if you cook them just the right amount of time, it cooks them through like evenly, perfectly, all juicy and tender. And oh man, if you hadn't had it, shit is amazing. Like when I first heard about it, I'm thinking, you know, cold McDonald's French fries, kind of. Oh man, fried food. It doesn't seem fried. It's just got a shit ton of flavor, and it's oh man. Yeah, fried turkey is the shit. Very, very good. Anyway, he usually he's probably gonna fry up 2 of them, I guess, because he's got like all the rest of his family over. So I'm gonna go over there and relieve him of as much turkey as I possibly can. If I'm lucky, my car will get ready and I can go over there and show him my new sound system and, I don't know, break the windows in the front of his house. Because that's the kind of friend that I am. Hey Steve, check this out. Crank that shit up. All of his shit shatters. All of his pets die. Canaries falling over dead in his backyard. Yeah. My bad, bro. I wouldn't do that. Well, I might. I would do that and say I didn't mean to. How about that? Is that good enough?
So you win?
Yeah. I can't have that through the eye. He's our watchman. Even if he is half on. Yep.
You're
Someone
as
there?
good as dead.
Yeah, take that, you bitches.
Give up on your tag. Enjoy your last breath.
I wish you could catch her on fire by holding her in there. Assassinated. Check out that armor. See that potion? That potion you're hiding over there. Stop hiding. Huh. Well, that's pretty elfy. That's not bad. Actually, what's that worth? Oh, I'll keep that. Shit, what am I doing? I don't need that.
You think it'd work?
Of course not. Dogs I could train, but a half-starved wolf, not a chance. God, kill you!
Fucking stand still, punk ass. Oh, now you're warp sidestepping my shit. Sure, I'm magically dodging a lot of arrows.
That's the best you can do.
Bitch.
I fought worse than you.
Time to finish this.
Put you down!
Get on his ass.
If I can just...
Bells need their shit kicked in? Huh? I'm passing out shit kickings. Anybody else want one? many times do I have to assassinate him? Oh shit. I think I have to have this too.
Still here. I suppose I can help.
Actually, let me go enchant this shit first.
Is anything else you need?
Nope. Remember how it used to be in Skyrim from this distance? Like, see where the water's kind of rippling? The rest of the water looks pretty flat, although I can still see some detail. But it used to all look like way off in the distance over there, just kind of a hard line, you know? No real anything. Now you can actually see some of the movement even from here. You didn't used to be able to. Like, from this distance, hell, you might not even see some of the water. You might just, like, have no texture at all. But, they've definitely increased the distance, which you can see stuff. Alright, so... let's go here. Because it's for science? Well, that's reason enough and an excuse enough to just do anything, right? I mean, it's for science. That's... who can argue with that? Rants? But I don't... nobody ever rants here. What are you talking about? There's no rants here. We're calm, cool, and collected. All I do is ask you to subscribe, follow, and give me donations. That's all I ever do. What do you mean rants? We don't do rants here. Rants are for awesome people who deserve more views and a lucrative YouTube career, which is obviously not me. So I don't ever rant, ever. Just throwing that out there. We need something to rant about today. I don't really have much to rant about. I've actually had an eventful and decent day. The realtor that my folks have been using for like forever, since we've been in Texas, basically, they're still with her. She's like a family friend now, type of thing, right? Well, her son also does real estate, you know, following after his mom, I guess, just kind of doing the same thing. Well, he does real estate down in the area when I went to look for stuff, so I got to meet him. So we just used him, right? Keep it in the family type thing, right? And he was really cool, man. He was actually really cool. And he also knew some stuff about the area that I didn't know, especially, you know, like living there and living around there, and, you know, things you can do in certain events of the year, and, you know, just stuff like that. He said one thing to look out for when you live on the beach is at nighttime, lightning storms out on the ocean. If you can catch a lightning storm over the water at nighttime, he said that is just the absolute shit right there. I never thought about that, but I've seen pictures of stuff like that, and I'm like, yeah, I actually have a really good chance on catching some of that stuff. Yeah, that was exciting, just thinking about that. Like that. That. Wow. I think I need to keep one silver ingot for something. Yeah. Small businesses. The people that are working on my car right now, it's a small business. It's literally a father-son operation. They've hired guys who have been doing car audio installation for like 20, 30 years. Those are the guys they have working for them and with them. And they'll tell you right to your face that they learn as much from these guys as these guys, you know, do for them. Like they're not all, you know, they're real humble. Okay, I don't want to get this wrong because I'm not real familiar with it, but they're Sikh, which is like a form of Hindu, or a branch of Hindu, or a kind of Hindu, or another word for Hindu, or something. Anyway, apparently it's like a father, son, and then uncle type thing. They went from one little shop that grew. Now they have a second shop, and it's nice. You go in there, and they have their installation garages, 2 garages full of stuff that they like. These are, you could take in a show car, and they could put in a sound system worthy of a show car. I mean, you know, this type of quality stuff, but it's small. It's a family type of thing. I'd rather support that because, you know what? They're not going to rip you off. They're not going to shit on you. They're not going to try to cover all their overhead from commercials and leasing spaces and overinflated areas in the mall or along certain shopping centers or certain parts of town and stuff. They're not doing all that. They're really just getting by. And if they're successful and if it even becomes lucrative for them, they deserve that. You know, that's what it's about. And yeah, I'm totally with you on that. Supporting the little guy. And hell, I don't go to like Mexican restaurants and shit around here. There's 1 or 2 taco stands that I go to where you get the best damn Mexican food you ever had in your whole life, ever. Like homemade shit. Like even the fucking tortillas are homemade. Like these things are awesome. And they're relatively cheap. And, you know, you go there regularly and you tell everybody, hey, you know, these taco stands, well, there's actually a really good one over here. And then, you know, guys and then their crews stop in for lunch. Shops, you know, with the paint shops and body shops and shit start ordering breakfast tacos, you know, maybe a certain 1 or 2 mornings a week, you know, for all the guys type things. And these people get by that, like that. They don't advertise on TV. It's got to be word of mouth. And that needs to be supported, especially when they do it right. Hey, you go in there, you don't see bugs crawling around in their shit. Their shit's immaculate, clean, because their livelihood depends on their reputation, you know? And you're going to get better stuff, better service, a better deal, and it's probably going to be cheaper at small businesses, you know? I mean, really. Yeah, I'm totally with you on that. I need to catch some merchants, man. Actually, I need to go enchant some shit. Then I need to catch some merchants. That's what I need to do. Get out of my way, bitch. Look at that night sky, man. Oh. That's almost the same color lights I'm getting put on my car right there. That kind of like that. I'm almost considering painting my car black someday, just because of that. Although you think, well, blue and yellow, those don't go together. That's the point. Is like, if you look on like a color wheel, orange and purple, blue and yellow, green and what's the opposite of green? Red? Is it red?
Rorikstead's a nice enough little
anyway,
hamlet, but the boring
opposites
posting for a god.
complement each other.
Dragon attacks. Well, they need to be a different story.
Basically, any 2 colors that you can put together and make gray, essentially. Yeah. A lot of times when you see custom paint on cars, you'll see purples on top of oranges or yellows. You'll see, you know, violet and green, and then a bright orange or a bright yellow, or even maybe a bright lime green, and then just some really off color, you know, in between and stuff. Because it's almost like putting black on white and white on black. It's just a harsh contrast, you know. We'll see. I mean, if it just looks, honestly, if it looks ridiculous, there is the option of not undoing it, but actually repainting the car blue, a dark, like a midnight blue with blue lights would be cool, and dark tint, or a black with blue is always black and blue. That's always been one of my favorite combinations. Red and blue would work if it was, especially if it was like a dark cherry red with like a black undertone. You know, a dark cherry red. Something like that.
Need
Black
something?
cherry. That would work. But I'm thinking the blue. I had a choice between blue, white, and amber. And I was thinking, well, the green and the yellow, okay, maybe, you know. And then I thought, nah, the blue, especially against the black interior with blue lights and the blue lights down the bottom against dark tint and stuff. And I was like, nah, I think that's the way to go. I think that's the way to go. Oh man, I gotta break this down. Oh well. I meant to upgrade that, so we're gonna wait on that. $12, $13, okay. Wow, 11, nice. Probably ought to use those for something else. I don't have to, though. Hold on. Give me all your
Good to
money,
see you.
Farengar.
So, you wish to master the arcane arts?
Black and red, yeah. I don't remember if he gave a red light option. I didn't want to go with red on yellow. Orange. I'm really not a big fan of orange, to tell you the truth. Anyway, which is the natural combination of that. And red is a contrast against yellow. It doesn't complement or contrast it. To me, that wouldn't have been a thing. I'll be back a second. Do I know about the hidden chest in Dawnstar? Yeah. That's what I should have. Oh, well. Fuck it. It's all going to come out in the wash anyway.
You take care of yourself now.
Like Farengar cares whether you take care of yourself or not. Don't lie to me, Farengar. Don't lie to yourself. They'll sell potions, too. Oh, yeah.
Just a few more hours and I can crawl under some furs.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet...
Someone stole your sweet roll.
Best defense is a good defense, am I right? Stay out of trouble and
She has all new stuff on her counters that I can... What if I get to loot her store again?
Got a pretty full stock of potions and alchemy
Nope,
reagents.
not yet. Her shit's just bare. I have a pretty good stock of... man, come to think of it, I don't have shit.
Good to see you. Hello, friend.
Hello,
So
friend.
you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
Is
Kinda,
lavender an
maybe.
herb or poison?
Shouldn't really have shit, man.
Take care of yourself.
Well, that wasn't exactly profitable.
I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you. You'll find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves. Browse to your heart's content.
Once again, you know,
There's
you've
anything I
eaten
can
the
help
wrong thing when your character is smoking.
Welcome to Bellathor's General Goods. Welcome indeed. Everything's for sale, my friend. Take a look.
Ugh. expensive. I'm gonna get most of this back, aren't I? Looks like it. Not most of it, but some of it at least.
Do come back.
Selling them one by one, it counts towards your speech.
Tired of bread and stew? Had enough of tradition foul?
Do I have any iron ingots? Yeah, I should. I should have at least a couple.
Good to see you.
Get off your workbench.
You're someone who can get things done. I like that. Good luck out there.
Why aren't you selling anything?
Stay sharp. Hello, friend.
Now you're not a merchant all of a sudden. Fucking Skyrim, man. In a game that's so easy it plays itself, you choose to cheat also? Well, running into a nursery and kicking the shit out of infants and talking about what a big tough kung fu master you are isn't going to impress anybody here. Just so you know. Well, I cheat, and I cheat on top of cheating on a game that requires no cheating because it plays itself, but I cheat anyway to cheat because I can't stop cheating. If you're sitting across from me at a poker table, I'm going to shoot you in the face with a gun. If you're sitting across from me doing that at a poker table. That's not something to brag about here. That's something to be ashamed of in real life. I hope you have the capacity to do so. I hope you do. If you don't, then, well, I don't really care anyway.
How's it
to be
going?
honest.
Good to see you.
Why
Don't forget
is
to
she
check
doing
inside
this?
the shop. Need
Don't
anything?
understand why she's not merchant. Biology and crafting. What? You're welcome. Okay. Biology and oh, I get it. Oh, good one. Clever. Biology. Right. Call it glute school and crafting 101. That's right. The College of Groovy Gams. If we could take Adrian to school on how to sell her shit. Give me the option to buy stuff. I need a dwarven ingot, and she decides now, all of a sudden, to just not be a merchant. Moody Adrian. Maybe I need to talk to her like Sylvester Stallone. Adrian! Biology and crafting. Oh, man. Awesome. Okay, can we load, please? I'm getting something to drink while this shit is just doing whatever it's doing. I don't know, it's just loading into the game. The loading screens between buildings and stuff is pretty quick, actually.
It's always good to see someone I can count on. The finest weapons and armor.
You can only make dwarven metal ingots out of like dwarven metal stuff, right? Like plates and shit like that, right? I need 3. I'll do it.
Good luck out there.
I want to run around around with a katana for a while. I'm gonna run around with a katana for a little while. Just because they're awesome. That's the only reason. You got killed by a bear trap? Well, shame on you.
How's it going?
Actually, yes.
Can I help you?
Yeah, get naked. Okay, I can't make her any dwarven stuff. Alright.
I'll be sure to put it to good use.
Okay, give me that. Give me that. Give me that.
Lead on.
Good to see you.
Now,
I'm right behind you.
that's good to
Sure
know.
thing.
So put on that. That. I can make her some. I was kind of hoping to find some dwarven boots. I'll find some eventually, I'm sure. I can sell those then. I'm gonna go enchant that with something. I don't know. I'll just put something on there. That's a pretty cool weapon that goes with the dwarven armor, doesn't it?
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
What can I do for you? Take a look. Good luck out there.
You go, Nazim. You go. Go, Nazim. Go, Nazim. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Get your swish on. Get your swish on. Snap your fingers, girl. Snap your fingers, Nazim.
Dragon.
You go.
It's an honor.
Sorry.
They can barely tolerate our presence on Earth.
You know, I saw something near Shimmermist Cave to the northeast.
Dwarven crafts. Fine, dwarven crafts. Straight from Orzammar. That dude sells the best damn hammer in the game. I know that. You're talking about the one in the main city. God damn it. What the fuck was that? Give me a second. Slamming the doors next door so hard, it sounded like they knocked my patio door off the hinges.
What is it, Elf?
Is it elf? Denerim. Yeah, Denerim, man. Good times, man. Good times. Do I have a skill point yet? I don't, do I? Let me see something. I could do that. Sure, why not? Okay, what's better than naming your shit in Skyrim? Or Oblivion, for that matter. Well, you could come up with some spell names that were just awesome. Oh, come on, man. Okay, well, that's right. Can't stop me. Badass full fists. Oh, shit. We named this Lulu. Lulan's sword. We'll call it Lulu. I wish that was 18. Fritz the katana.
Still here. What do you need? Is there anything else you need?
the age became nigh, you walked among us, great Talos.
Here in Skyrim,
Not
can't
as
neither
God,
magic nor the passing of time
as
again.
man.
What is it, Elf?
One who were once man, aye, and as man he said, let me show you the power of Talos.
Hello, friend. I'll see you around.
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm? Do your good deeds
Now what?
for the day.
We should go get Serrano. That's what we should do. That's what I think. Let's see, what do I have? I don't have to do that right now. It doesn't really matter. Going there anyway, really. Pretty much.
You're a stranger here too, huh?
I've never seen Mjol this upset about anything. The city really
Divines
gets-
bless you. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Until next time.
Gods, another one. Please, someone do something.
Please.
Probably
Please,
a
I need
thief.
but a septum.
Help.
A septum is
Don't
all I
hurry.
ask.
Can't you bother me at my armor stand in the market? Or are you that desperate for training? Come back when you're ready to spend more gold. Goodness knows I could use it. Hey!
What the hell is going on over here? Might be vampires. It's a thief getting his shit absolutely kicked in over here.
Say, I see you come.
You look like you could use a drink. What do you say to some cheap mead?
Fuck off.
New in
There's a
town, eh?
windmill, too.
Here for the fishing.
Come
People
on
of
in.
Riften,
Let me know if you need anything. Or
my
take a seat by the
words.
fire, and I'll
The
send
return
someone
of the
over.
dragons is not mere coincidence. This is one of the signs. The signs that Lady Mara is displeased with your constant inebriation. Put down your flagons filled with your vile liquids, and embrace the teachings of the handmaiden of Kine.
No, Marama. We talked about this. Talon?
There's no better
Kira,
way to face the
certainly
cold
we can come to
Skyrim
some
nights
sort of an
than with a
understanding.
belly full of ale.
These people must be made aware of the chaos
What's your
they've
problem?
Enough, Marama. We've all heard.
I knew that stupid kid would try and find a way to weasel out of his debt. Look, this is really simple.
costs.
I lent him some gold,
Very well,
he promised to pay me back, and
I'll
now he
remove
says he's
myself
broke.
from this den
End
of
of
iniquity.
story.
We're not kicking you out.
I don't care.
Just keep
A
the
deal's a
servants at
deal.
the temple and let us all sin in peace.
Are you kidding me? I've got the entire Thieves Guild at my back.
Goddamn,
What have
bitch, how
you
much
got?
speech do I actually have to just
Don't
look,
know
man.
why you'd help a stranger like that. But a septum's a septum. Don't care where it comes from.
Yeah, when I'm
You
guild
can
leader,
tell
I'm gonna take it
Shotgun
out of
his
your
debt's
ass.
been paid. That'll teach me to try and make
Kicking
extra
it all
coin
over
around
the
this city.
guild hall about 15,000 times. How about that? You get yours. That was just a waste. All right. Maybe he'll come into town. That would be nice. Don't have to go chase him. Nope. Have to go chase him.
What can I do for you?
Who's that Khajiit wench? Need something.
How can I assist? Any luck with Sapphire?
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing.
By the 8. You actually talked her into it? I don't know what to say. I didn't think anyone in Riften even cared what happened to me. Look,
I
was
don't.
saving this.
I just want the reward.
But I wanted you to have it. I thought I might need it if Sapphire came for me, but I don't need it anymore.
Great. And if I ever get the ebony blade, I'll be coming back to talk to you in your sleep.
All right then.
It's my teeth, man. Kind of annoying. It's annoying. Notice the Dragon Age 2 shirt? That's what I wanted to be playing today. I might have to get on that tomorrow or the next day or something. Can I have a dragon,
My
please?
advice. Don't listen to that talk of the face sculptor down in the Ragged Flagon. Face Butcher is more like it from what I've heard.
Oh, yeah. Come on, bitch. Don't hide up there. It's gonna circle and pretend to be a dragon, fucking wyvern, and then flee like a bitch. Watch. Sure, I'm making a lot of noise. Way up there. As long as you can stay out of range of weapons, you're gonna ruin the game by being here and then running like a fucking coward. Contrary to all the lore of the game. Is that what is about to happen? Again? Go ahead, straighten your wings out, look real stupid for a second, and then fly off, bitch. Fucking wyvern cowards of Skyrim. Ruining the game. Punk ass.
I'll be glad when this beast is gone from here. Die, Death! Hey, be careful!
Damn, Lulan gets bloody as shit when she fights, doesn't she? That's kind of cool, actually. Just ever really just take a look at the woods around here, man? This shit is awesome. Like, this looks really good. I mean, even the bark on the damn trees looks real. I'm just saying. Even though they did a shit job with their scripting and their AI and the goddamn dragons that aren't even dragons in a game that's supposed to be about dragons. With your dumbass Wyvernborn, at least they made the trees look good.
Your decision.
That's right. Talk shit to the wolves after you kick their ass. As you're about to kick their ass, while you're kicking their ass, and after their ass is kicked, just talk shit to them. Just remember, you're a bitch because I made you that way. Ah, shit.
Ain't this a bad time to get lost?
Time to die, hero! Do your worst.
You'll be so much easier to lose when you're dead.
Call yourself a North?
Damn it. Oh! Oh, oh, oh.
I'm disappointed.
And to disrespect the game even worse, I level up at my two-hander after I decapitate that hoe. My character's like, I was about to assassinate you this way, but I changed my mind. I thought this would look much more cool. Stormcloak winches?
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them. Keep your eyes open.
Now see, that's how you recruit right there. You want to recruit for the Stormcloak cause? That's how you do it. Don't just run around like an effeminate-ass Imperial Thalmor dick-licking imposter with a skirt on saying, well, if you know any true sons of anything other than Skyrim, then no. No, that's how you recruit right there. That's what I'm talking about.
The suffering the Daedra cause will not go unpunished. You speak to a vigilant of Stendar. Cavort with any Daedra, and we will hunt you down.
Cavort. Cavort with any Daedra. And
Yes.
thou shalt pay.
Our order was founded after the Oblivion Crisis. We
Have any
dedicate our
mods
lives
that
to
I don't
facing the
think there
threat of
really is
Daedra
such a
wherever
thing.
they
The
appear.
only mod I know of with dragons is
We're
one that
quartered
changes
in the
their
Hall of the
appearance.
Vigilant. Keeper Carset heads
makes them, like,
Skyrim's
their
branch of
appearance
our
more
order,
random or
providing
something.
healing and
Or,
justice
I
as
don't know.
needed.
It improves their textures or something so they don't look like they're made of molded plastic or something, but I don't know of any that changes their AI.
None escape the vigil. All come into the light.
You here to join the Dawn Guard too? Truth is,
That hairdo, man.
anything like this before.
Dude, stylish as shit,
I hope
isn't
you
he?
don't mind if I walk up with you. Hey, don't tell Isran I was afraid to meet him by myself. Not the best first impression for any vampire, I guess.
That's a rather cool coif that you have there, bro.
You've probably killed lots of vampires, huh? I'm sure Isran will sign you right up. I'm not sure he'll take me. I hope so. That must be it. Fort Dawn Guard. Wow. Bigger than I expected.
It's alright, they all die anyway, so. I have no problem coming by and looting their corpses afterwards, though. They usually wear some pretty valuable mage robes. Please don't shoot me in the head with a crossbow bolt while I'm over here picking flowers.
I guess this is it. Wish me luck.
New recruits. Isran will decide if you've got what it takes. Go on, he's right inside.
Why are you here, Tolan? The Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time ago.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilants are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawn Guard. Is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawn Guard is a crumbling ruin, not worth the expense and manpower to repair. And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Isran, Carset is dead. The Hall of the Vigilance, everyone, they're all dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you?
Yes, well, I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I am sorry, you know. So who are you? What do you want?
What do you want?
You heard right. I'm glad word's finally starting to get around. But that means it won't be long before the vampires start to take notice as well. I need someone out in the field taking the fight to the damn vampires, while we're getting the fort back into shape. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan, tell her about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran. He was at the hall when it was attacked.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were looking for in this Dim Hollow Crypt. With any luck, they'll still be there. Here, you should take a crossbow. Good for taking out those fiends before they get close. Feel free to poke around the fort and take what you need. There isn't much yet, but you're welcome to anything you can use.
I'll meet you at Dim Hollow.
Sounds good to me.
It It's the least
I'm all about, you know, free stuff.
my fallen comrades.
So, I don't think that's a good idea. You vigilants were never trained.
I know what you think of us. You think we're soft, that we're cowards. You think our deaths proved our weakness. Stendarr granted you do not have to face the same pest we found was.
You there, boy. Stop skulking in the shadow.
Skulking. They use that word in every Bethesda game. Skulking.
What's your name?
At least once.
My name is Agmir, sir.
Do I look like a servant? I'm not a soldier, and you're not joining the army.
Yes, sir. Let's run.
Didn't I tell you to step forward? Farm boy, huh? What's your weapon?
My weapon? I mostly just use my paws.
You mean weapon?
Wolves are attacking the goats or something.
Yeah, he has a bright future.
Stendarr preserve us.
Have I ever played The Witcher 3? No, not really. No, not really.
Isran found something for you to do, eh? I thought he'd like you. Good luck.
Huh?
My heart goes out to Fran kindred and family walkers.
Totally forgot to tell this. He's gonna have like 1,000 gold for us, probably. Something like that.
Take a good look around. Have you taken care of that? Thank you, thank you! Azura's prophecy always guides you to fortune. Speaking of fortune, here. Everything I earned from my last shipment. It's yours. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
That certainly wasn't 1,000, was it? I don't need that shit. It's not worth anything. Get rid of those. Pretty much sold everything else already.
Until later, then.
Until next time. Get a dragon here at some point. Assuming it'll actually fight, and then once it starts to fight, that it doesn't flee like a bitch. If I can get it on the ground, I can probably kill it pretty quickly now. Well, not exactly quickly, but... Just make up some shit. Just make up some random shit and just do it. Okay. Oh, just made up something. Just made up something. That's amazing. That's incredible. Lost all that stuff that I just... Wow, okay. Alright, let's call bullshit on everything that just happened in the last 2 or 3 minutes or so. Every last bit of it. Completely outside the game programming and the scripting. Whatever that was, doesn't belong in the game. Don't know what that was. That was, okay, you have to go back to your last loading screen and reload for no reason at all whatsoever. Oh, okay. To make the game better? Thanks. What a shame. Do read the chat, so I can ban dickheads such as yourself.
Water and makes a unique chiming noise.
Alright, Mr. 7,000 damage buff to randomly make me reload the game while the threat's not even on me, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, that insta-kill shit that you couldn't possibly do, but it made me reload the game. Where's that now? Fucking piece of shit, horribly scripted, shit-ass designed piece of fucking trash. Man, get off the Atronach. Garbage, man. We do this shit for nothing. Like, it's just, that's, I think it's just become a pet peeve of mine. Don't need armor, I need some dwarven boots. Specifically, boots.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm.
Legion soldiers gleam like fresh fallen snow and clank like a kitchen. They head this way, we'll know it.
Clank like a kitchen. Jealous of the Atronach? Probably right. What the hell is that? Well, the weather's lovely at least. What the fuck are you doing? Consider the power I wield, dick sucker. My follower goes, that's what I thought. Speech, really?
Who in Dagon's name are you? Speak, or I'll cut you down where you stand.
No, that's not a way to introduce yourself.
Huh. Suit yourself.
You're mine.
Somehow I didn't get cut down where I stand, or whatever that shit you were talking was. That didn't happen. I wonder why that didn't happen. Weren't we supposed to get cut down where we stand, or something, right there? I think that's what was supposed to happen. That's what I heard anyway. Pretty sure. They got beds right here. No. Is this dark, snowy night lasting 736 in-game hours, but if it's daytime it only lasts about 4.5 minutes, is getting a little monotonous. Like, okay, keep the same time scale throughout the game. Don't make a night last 436 nights just because you're proud of your fucking snowflakes when I can't see anything. Yet in the daytime when it's all bright and pretty, that shit passes in about 4 seconds. Can we just keep it level across the board? That's all I'm asking. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it seems like this night has stretched on a long motherfucking time, considering an in-game day is about 1/3. An entire day and night is about 1/3 of what we've gotten right here just in this one evening, just so that it can make me not be able to see shit. Not really getting that.
We Nords are strong, and we're as tough as stone.
Not getting any of that? Okay.
Oh, what happened?
What happened? What is this? You know, I think I like just about everything about this DLC. The Dawn Guard DLC. I just like everything about it. I really do. The story's cool. It gives you a whole bunch of new areas and new stuff. New characters, a new follower. It's probably the best follower ever.
never know when to give up. I thought we'd taught them enough of a lesson at their hall.
To come in here alone. A fool with all the rest of them.
He fought well there. Jedon and Thresoth were no match for him.
Ha! Those two deserve what they got. Their arrogance will become insane.
Oh, shit.
Yours correct.
Like that, then you look shit. Get him.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thanks.
I think these look the same. Those look the same.
It's thousands of years old. Who knows what we might find?
Like that? A swish. Makes it kind of worth playing as a vampire, right? It's not really worth anything.
I heard some.
Come on.
Turn around for no fucking reason, huh? Arrow in your knee too, fucking skeleton. I think if you bring a shovel here, can't you dig up these things? Maybe I'm thinking of another game.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thanks.
Now, bitch. Yeah, it wasn't gonna end well for you, not that time. Take that. Start out running like a bitch? What the fuck is this coward shit? Like, is this a part of a Skyrim patch? All enemies are bitches and pussies? The bitch and pussy patch? Is that what they put it?
I'm disappointed.
Wow. Looked like it moved right there. No, it didn't. I got lots of lockpicks. There it is. It's right there. Right there. Right fucking there. Bitch. Was there a scripted number of my lockpicks you needed to break, you asshole? There it is. Bitch, fucking chill out. Shut the fuck up. Die more quietly, please. God damn.
Enjoy your last
Oh god damn, I gotta kill him each twice. That's annoying.
You're outmatched.
I can't even fucking see anything. Get over your goddamn self, man.
And you thought I was just a pretty face.
What the fuck? How many times do I gotta kill the same motherfucking... This is stupid! You can't bring ashes back to life, you fucking cheating bitch! Stay dead! This is stupid, overpowered bullshit! You can't do that! Wow. Janky ass bullshit, man. I'm just gonna sit here for an hour and wait for this shit to respawn while they just fucking spam their own fucking eternal goddamn unlimited health with their bullshit ass fucking spell where they never run out of magic like everyone else has. Just stupid, man. It does way too much damage, too. Way too much damage. Way too much damage. And they're bringing ashes to life, which they can't do. Like they've literally, whatever. It's at full health now. Again, it's unkillable. Okay. That cured me of Skyrim for the night. Sorry, but a game can only be designed so badly that it breaks that threshold of patience that any human being should show for something that they actually paid their money for. That's just a little too far over the top for me, Matt. So we'll walk through this here just in a minute. Now, if I were to just go back through here again, now that I have to replay the last 45 minutes, and we'll just walk through it. It won't be an issue. None of that shit. I mean, it's so inconsistently fucking broken and so randomly yet consistently randomly cheating and just full of shit that I just can't do it, man. So I guess that's that for today. That's too much bad gaming right there. Too much of everything that's wrong in game development, all just lumped into just one little small that I can't. That's a horse pill I can't swallow right now. Can't do it, man. So, I guess I'm gonna go see what's going on TV or something. That's just wow. Way too much for me, man. Okay. All right. Well, chat's dead anyway. Y'all decided to abandon me, so I think I'm going to do the same. So you guys have a good Christmas, and you take care, and I'll have the same conversation after ending the stream that we're having right now, which is none. Good going. You guys take it easy.